Drivers, start your engines!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 4. This is Duels at Daytona. On the front row, you got your pole sitter for the Daytona, or for the FedEx Amateur Series race at Daytona, as long as he does not DNF this race. Ty Amaro, and who's outside is Dylan Abrahamian. Row 2 is Steve Love and Angie Brown. Row 3 is Wilhelm Scholes and Rebecca Tyler. And then you got Anselm Swanson and Landon Finway, Adam Akers, Dalton Riley, and then Caitlin Wilhelm and Ryan King round at your top. I think that was like 14. But very quickly, we'll tell you how this will work out. If the 00 finishes inside the top 21, or realistically, the top 20, not including Ty Amaro, advance to Daytona. So if he finishes 29th in this race out of 29 cars, that means the top 20 will advance to Daytona. If he finishes in the top 20, that means top 21 will advance. 10 laps here at Daytona. It is a night race. Green flag is out. The pace car rolls off. I was adjusting my mic volume there. Sorry I was so quiet. Excuse me. Ty Amaro with a really good lead. Realistically, if I was him, I would just drop to the back ASAP. You don't want to be in this pack. Those guys got a lot to gain. Actually, they have a lot to gain and a lot to lose. The only person locked into Daytona is the 00. No one else got in on time because we don't have owner points. And next season, all the drivers that finish well enough throughout this season will have owner points to rely on for the first 4 races. But right now, everyone is all equal until race 5, whenever we start going off owner points, who's locked into the races or not. This time, Amaro, the only one here sitting pretty. And even then, he's really not. Ooh, the 3 and the 57 are in the wall. Ty Amaro's in. Oh, man, it's getting sketch already. Steve Love will lead lap number 1. Oh, Ty Amaro, you need to get away from the outside, man. You run out of room so quick here at night. Ty Amaro and Angie Brown dropping towards the back. The field's getting somewhat spread out due to everyone bouncing off the walls. The 17 of Wies von Vies something or other. I'm so sorry. Not having the best run right now. He's down on the apron. The 90 trying to get that outside lane going, but we've seen how sketchy that is. The track is so cold, you just run out of room up there. Kind of clipped the wall, nothing major. Ooh, Ty Amaro got into him a little bit. Landon Finway will lead lap number 2. Tomorrow, Landon Finway will be in the duel at Daytona for the Call of Duty Premier Series, trying to get in his first ever Daytona 500. So big day, or big week, I guess, for Landon Finway. He's trying to get into the Amateur and the Premier Series race here at Daytona. Field starting not really spread out, but calm down, which is 2x2. No one really 3 wide. As here comes Rebecca Tyler with help from Scott Forward. The 88 and the 15 are not teammates. Junior Motorsports and DEI, they're more like a sister team, if anything, but not teammates. So, will you see them work together? The 20 of Mario Ramos getting hung out to drive by Landon Finway. His teammate in the 25, Dalton Riley's going up there to help him. Rebecca Tyler actually won duel number 2 last season for the Call of Duty Premier Series. Driving the 42 for Chip Ganassi Racing. She's taking the lead here on lap 4 of 10 for duel number 1 in the Amateur Series. Adam Akers and his teammate Matt Flood and Wies von Schmidt in danger of actually losing the draft back there. So here comes Scott Forward with help from, oh, this is a tough name to pronounce, Daniel Gittero, I believe is how you pronounce that. I apologize if I butchered that. The 2 JGR cars on the outside dropping back. Ooh, Mario Ramos nearly getting turned into the pack off that wall. Here comes the 22 of Glenn Dewitt. His brother Donovan Dewitt drove that car last season and finished 2nd in points. Adam Akers dropping back down below the apron. This could be a problem. I don't know. Maybe he's checking up to avoid the big one. He's not running for points, but getting that 57 high up in owner points is going to be huge if they want to get that car locked into every race. By the end of race 4, you got to be top 25 in owner's points to get locked in. 25, not 35. Oh, And Gittero going to get hung out to dry on the very outside. I don't like the way this is going to look. Clipped the wall, nothing major. Scott Ford, a lot of people scraping the wall up there. That's a little alarming, but I don't know, man. It's making it interesting. And the championship winning car number from last season for Kevin Harvick Incorporated, the 77, Daniel Williams, took the lead. Did not lead the lap. He's going to get hung out to dry as Alexander Russell goes to the top spot with Stacy Wilhelm behind him. I'm surprised I'm getting these names down this quick. A really good duel so far, man. Alexander Russell. Kyle Akers last season got that 43 into the chase. Alexander's going to try doing the same thing. Rebecca Tyler nearly losing it. That made the whole field scatter. Scott Ford's going to go to the inside of Glenn do it. Remember, top 20, not including the 00, advance into Daytona. 4 to go. It's going to be crunch time. If there's a caution now, it might be it will be over. Because that'd be 3 to go by the time they're back to the line. So you are racing as if your chances to win at Daytona in speed weeks relies on it. And the new manufacturer and team, GMS and Nissan, to the lead at Daytona with Carl Schulz. How about that? The 38 going outside, sees a really big run coming. 3 to go. The 92 will lead. Oh, God. I can't talk. I get real excited. I see cars down below the apron. It's getting sketchy off turn 4. Scott Ford's been bold today. He looked to the very outside of the 3. I apologize to your people in the hallway. Adam Akers, I guess, dropped out of the pack. Didn't like the way it was looking. His teammate Matt Flood as well is going to get left. Let's actually look on the scoring sheet and see. The 00 is in the top 20 right now. So that means down to 21 will advance. And that is the 48 of Jaden Scott, who was down below the apron. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to keep an eye on that. Right now, Rebecca Tyler leading that backpack was 18th last time by. Let's see. 2 to go. Rebecca Tyler is now in 18th still. So, all the way down to 21st will advance at this rate. Because the 00 is inside that pack. Everyone scattered about. Who is actually leading right now? I believe it's Richard Sweet in the 2. It is. With a Steve Love behind. Angie Brown 3rd. Angie Brown ran full-time last season. Made the chase after leading majority of the regular season points. I believe she finished last in chase points, but had an amazing season in that lonesome Pontiac for Bobby Labonte Racing. Got called up to Everham Motorsports. A huge opportunity for her. The pack really got thinned out that last lap coming through the tri-oval. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Steve Love going to the outside. No help. Richard Sweet will block. White flag is out. Carl Schulz and that number 92 Nissan going for second place. Imagine if the new manufacturer came in here and won the duel. That would be something. The 45 of Caitlin Wilhelms going to the inside with help from the 64 of, I can't remember which Winters that is. It's S. Winters, but there's this, I can't remember. I'm sorry. I apologize. But coming through turns 3 and 4, I don't know if it's going to matter. I think that 2's got this about wrapped up. I don't know if they can get a run. They cannot. Richard Sweet and RCR is going to win duel number 1 and start P3 at Daytona. What a duel, man. That was a really fun race. They got really spread out single file at the end, but that doesn't take away from the fact that that was a really fun race. Let's go look at your official results. Well, alright. Alright, we'll look at, yep, Time Arrow got 8, so we'll look at your official top 21. This will be your Daytona field on the inside. Time Arrow will start pole at Daytona. Richard Sweet will start 3rd, and they got Carl Schulz 5th. Caitlin Wilhelm 7th. I think it's Stacy Winters will start 9th. Steve Love 11th. Angie Brown 13th. Paul Wright 15th. Scott Forward 17th. Hayden Matos 19th. Stacy Wilhelm 21st. Ryan Winters 23rd. Glenn Dewitt 25th. Wilhelm Schulz 27th. Daniel Williams 29th. Alexander Russell 31st. Anselm Swanson, 33rd. Dylan Ebrahimian, 35th. Jaden Scott, 37th. Weiss von Schmidt, 39th. And Rebecca Tyler, 41st. Man, tough break. You see, Dalton Riley, Cup driver, does not qualify, nor does Landon Finway. It's a shame he's not running for points in the Premier Series, but he is racing to get into the Daytona 500. He will miss this race. Adam Akers, he's a Premier Series driver. This doesn't really hurt him. He was just running for experience, for seat time. But looking in, you got Matt Flood, Mario Ramos, Ryan King, Landon Finway, Daniel Gittero, Jaden Wilhelm, I believe. They will all miss and be down in points heading into Atlanta next week. So with that, we'll be back for duel number 2. Major congrats to Richard Sweet. I'm actually looking to see where he qualified real quick, as I got it open on my phone. He actually he technically, his fastest time, that would have put him back in 39th. So he just moved from 39th to 3rd. So we'll be back for duel number 2.
Start your engines!
And there we have the command for duel number 2 of the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 4 Duels at Daytona. Now, once again, once again, the same exact routine, I suppose. I don't know what word I was looking for there. As long as Danny Coffey finishes inside the top 20, then that means 21st gets in. But if he's outside the top 20, then just the top 20 gets in. But your top 10 starting lineup goes Danny Coffey and Damian Stone, Baffood Sacco and Ryan Kesey, Riley Spurley and Caitlin Winters, Kyle Kesey and Gustav Odenberg, and then Nick Ventura and Madison Taul. So once again, like Ty Morrow, Danny Coffey here just needs to survive. If he wrecks out, he is guaranteed a spot into the Daytona race just because of his pole, but he'll start at the very back of the pack. So really, he'll be in Daytona no matter what, but starting pole is a lot better than starting last, even though we've seen how this stuff works. Richard Sweet started in the very back of his duel, and he won, and it was only a 10-lap race. So green flag is out. Ty Morrow will lead him to the green. It looks like everybody will make it to the green. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, wow, the outside lane's actually fighting back really hard with Damian Stone and Ryan Kesey on the outside. Damian Stone had the advantage going into 1, but Ryan Kesey couldn't stay sucked up for too long. Believe it or not, Ryan Kesey, in very familiar colors and sponsor and team, this will be his 3rd straight season in the Premier Series driving for Team Penske in the 12 car, but he has never actually made a start in the Amateur Series. So he'll be doing that. He'll be classified as a rookie, but just know Ryan Kesey, though he's never won in the Premier Series, he is far from a rookie. But he's going to get hung out to dry there by Caitlin Winters. And the way they bounce off the walls, I might have just jinxed poor Ryan. Daniel Colt trying to give him room, but there's only so much you can do. Danny Coffey will lead lap number 1 with Baffood Sacco in 2nd. Baffood Sacco is in Chip Ganassi Racing's All-Star ride right now. So he's running full-time in the Premier Series in the 41 for CGR. Riley Spurley trying to have more luck than his Hendrick Motorsports teammates. Jaden Scott, I don't think. Okay, I'm going to take that back because I'm not sure if Jaden Scott made it. I can't remember. But I know Adam Akers did not. I feel like Jaden Scott didn't either. But I don't want to jinx him. It's not jinxing, but I don't want to be wrong. Riley Spurley threw one heck of a block on Kyle Kesey, but just couldn't quite hold on to it. Kyle Kesey going full-time in the Amateur Series for the first time in his career. He drove in the Premier Series the last 2 seasons. Danny Coffey clipping the wall there. The 84 not sure what line to block, as here comes Damian Stone with help from Caitlin Winters up the middle. Ooh, someone clipped the wall real hard there. Gustav Odenberg ran full-time trucks last season. He moved up to amateur with easily the best amateur team, Kevin Harvick Incorporated. They've won the last 2 championships. He's out front leading with Madison Taul 2nd. Looks like Dakota Owens 3rd. Keith Stevens 4th, and Kenneth Graves 5th on the inside. Madison tried doing something sneaky but going to the outside. Gustav blocked, and she had no help. Looks like Gustav Odenberg hit a bump really hard there getting into 1. Or getting into 3. That moved him up the track an awful lot. Ooh, Damian and Riley both on the wall. Keith Stevens going to get below Dakota Owens there. Ooh, goodness. Oh, yeah, we got to go watch mid-pack here. This is getting sketched. David Cervantes actually won at Daytona last season in the night race. It was not the season opener, but it was the, I think it was the last race for the chase, if I'm not mistaken. But he did win that race. His one and only career Call of Duty Premier Series win. Gustav Unberg continues to lead. Is now Kenneth Graves. I don't know what the 27's doing, but he's been swerving for like the entire backstretch. Kenneth Graves up to second. Kyle Metz. Or Mestz. Kyle Metz. What is it? Mestz. That's a hard name to say. Mestz. Anyways, he's up to third. Then you got Marcus Sachi in fourth. Lap 5 of 10 right now. 6 to go. Dakota clipped the wall there. Has anyone like lost the draft? Oh yeah, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Ryan Kesey, both of them in the All-Star ride for their respective teams. Al Hunter, Anselm Meadows, Danny Coffey outside the top 20 right now, so top 20 will be advancing. Riley Spurley 23rd, and then Eli Bright in the DEI All-Star car. Carlos Wood. I believe Bafood Sacco is on the outside looking in, or I think he's in the bubble. If not, Ramian Fisher definitely is. Go back up to the front. Is now Kyle Metz is in the lead with Marcus Sachi second. Oh, I spoke too soon because here comes Caitlin Winters with help from Tom Brady Motorsports and the new Pontiac team. We're up to 2 now. Tom Brady Motorsports in the 27 with Jack Marks. Pontiac did so well in their debut last season with Bobby Labonte Racing in that Shell Pontiac, number 44 on the inside line. They made the chase, almost called the playoffs. They made the chase, and then Tom Brady got interested and picked, I guess, Miller Genuine Draft came on board, even though I don't think Tom Brady drinks beer, but, I mean, okay. And now they're running second. GMS and Nissan nearly won duel number 1. Oh, Gustav Odenberg might need to change his freaking underwear after that one. So does everyone else in that pack. That's going to bring that second pack right up here. Wow. All right. What place, since he's leading that pack? Oh, they're 4 wide. Hold up. Carlos Wood having a back out of it big time. All right. That's going to put him down to 22nd. And then right here, that 3 wide battle is for the transfer spot. 3.5 laps to go. Kyle Metz still leading. Jack Marks second. And now Derek Hamill coming up to third. Haven't talked about him at all today in Junior Motorsports' GoDaddy number 7. And here comes that Pontiac we've been talking about for a long time. It's Pretty Shaw in the number 44 for Bobby Labonte Racing. Nick Ventura's having a really quiet race in that 29. He's in RCR's All-Star ride, and it is literally an All-Star ride. They have one rookie for RCR because they were able to expand this season. Picked up Tim Randolph from the IndyCar Series. But everybody else on that team, all 3 drivers won a race last season and made the chase. So RCR, and they also won the championship. So RCR are definitely going to be the ones to watch this season in Premier. This pack back here is getting real wild, I guess. Right now, I believe Damian Stone is on in the transfer spot on the bubble. He is. Kenneth Graves just losing the draft. That's such a helpless feeling. This pack back here, I don't know if they'll catch him in time. Danny Coffey, 22nd. It's top 20s advancing. Carlos Wood qualified dead last of everybody in the amateur series, and he might finish last in the duel. But a lap and a half to go. Here comes Keith Stevens, the 82 car for Red Bull in Premier Series with Kapula Bai qualified on pole. Can Keith Stevens go out and win duel number 2? We're 1 lap to negotiate. You got the Pontiac train up high. Ooh, hang on, pretty sure I was in the wall. Pretty significant little hit there. The inside lane kind of got on the apron going through the tri-wall and it held him up a little bit, but Keith Stevens with no help. Here comes the 71 of Forrest Winters. White flag is out. Madison Towell for Stuart Haas Racing, and then Kyle Kesey for Kesey Motorsports. Imagine if Kesey Motorsports is able to get this win. Red Horse Racing, though, has never won an amateur event. They've won multiple truck wins. but they have never won the Amateur Series. I know it's just a duel, but, I mean, I remember who won the duels last season. I don't know if y'all do. Not amateur because they didn't have any. But here comes Madison Towell trying to get Strawhouse Racing their first ever trip to victory lane in the Amateur Series. Not a points win, but it still kind of counts. Coming through the Travel Kalakisi with a run. It's not going to matter. Madison Towell will start P4 at Daytona. Man, these duels, they were fun, man. Real fun. But the Amateur Series, that race will be ran in the day. So, we'll see a lot of 3-wide action at nighttime. It's just you have so much grip, they feel like they can do anything. The day, it's going to be a little more slick. Well, let's go look at your official results. Alright, looking at it, the 16 of Danny Coffee finished P26, so the top 20 will advance to Daytona. And we'll read your top 20 out now. Madison Towell wins it, starting P4. Kyle Kesey will be P6. David Cervantes P8. Forrest Winter will be P10. Keith Stevens P12. Nick Ventura P14. Derek Hamill P16. Kyle Mess P18. Jack Marks P20. Eli Bright P22. Daniel Colt P24. Gustav Odenberg P26. Raymond Fisher P28. And Pretty Shaw P30. Yes, Steve Mullins P32. Dakota Owens, P34, Marcus Sachi, P36, Bafood Sacco, P38, Caitlin Winters, P40, and then Damian Stone rounding out your field of Daytona will be starting dead last in P42. Tough break for your Amateur Series regulars who are going to be running for the championship. Kenneth Graves, Anselm Meadows, Carlos Wood, Al Hunter, Danny Coffey. Oh, no, he's starting P2. What am I talking about? And Riley Spurley, man. Hendrick Motorsports. I don't know if anyone actually made. I think Jaden Scott did, because I know Matt Flood didn't. But Jaden Scott might be the only Hendrick Motorsports car at Daytona. Wow, who could have guessed that? Crazy. But congratulations to Madison Towell. And it's so late at night, and I can't remember who won Duel 1. I apologize. It's on screen now. And then congratulations to Ty Morrow and Danny Coffey. You guys will be on the front row. So with that, tomorrow will be the Call of Duty Premier Series duels. Just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, Richard Sweet won Duel 1. What am I talking about? That won't be on screen because I remembered. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.